What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and YouTube has a new terms of service that has some very questionable changes to how they monetize videos. Now, I will admit, they don't affect me personally because my channel is already established, but it does hurt thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of small channels, and it will affect my channel from time to time as this new policy looks to allow YouTube to run ads on any video they want, anytime they want. Apparently, even if it's been demonetized, from how I understand it. Now, as always, I would love to open this up to some response to YouTube, because it's entirely possible that I'm misunderstanding this. I want to give YouTube the benefit of the doubt. I have had some chances in the past to speak directly with them, and I would love to get some questions answered about this, because as it sits, it appears to be very bad for small creators. It appears to be quite bad for large creators as well, and I'm concerned exactly how this plays out. Part of the issue here is an email that we all got a little while back. And it says, "You're receiving this email because we've updated the terms of service." By the way, every email I get from YouTube is almost exclusively bad news. I don't think I can say that I've ever gotten like a great news email. I mean, heck, my Midwestly channel passed 100,000 subscribers 6 months ago, and they still haven't offered me a creator reward for it. Usually when I see an email, it's telling me a video's been found unsuitable. Even when I get a, "Hey, great news, your video is suitable," it's only because they've already told me prior that it was not suitable. Anyway, the terms of service were similarly updated in November of 2020. These changes shouldn't significantly alter your access or use of YouTube service. First, they add facial recognition restrictions. The terms of service already state that you cannot collect any information that might identify a person without their permission. While this has always included facial recognition information, the new terms makes that explicitly clearer. That's fine. But this part, YouTube's right to monetize. YouTube has a right to monetize all content on the platform, and ads may appear on videos from channels not even in the partner program. Meaning, for example, big channels like Shane Dawson and James Charles can have ads appear on their videos, and guess what? YouTube isn't going to pay them for that. YouTube isn't going to pay all of you small creators that put videos up that are trying to get to the 4,000 hours of watch time. See, the way it goes is, I think you need, and this has always changed. This is always changing. So the last I checked, you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you could apply to the YouTube partnership program, which is a fine threshold, whatever. The idea that this is some sort of big thing that stinks is dumb, because if you don't have, I mean, you're not making any money. You're not leaving anything on the table at that time when ads weren't running. You know, the idea that there has to be a threshold to monetize, I don't have any problem with that, because you're not really giving anything up if you're not getting significant views anyway. But the fact that YouTube will now, as far as I understand it, be able to run ads on your videos, that's not okay. That feels certainly at the bare minimum unfair, and also, as how I understand it, has a real potential to be abused. So let's say there are multiple channels. Let's say, okay, Steven Crowder, for example. Steven Crowder has been permanently demonetized by YouTube. So what? YouTube can just run ads on his channel whenever they want and not pay him for that now? This seems rife. If I'm understanding this right, listen, Susan or somebody from YouTube, please do let me know. This has many facets to it that are very concerning. Let's say also, I have a serious video. So YouTube, there's kind of an unwritten rule. You don't monetize the passing of other YouTubers or, you know, terrible things that happen to them, and you don't monetize apology videos. I would argue that you probably shouldn't be making apology videos, but nonetheless, when you monetize them, that's always frowned upon. My policy on monetizing videos is I monetize every single video. I don't care about this unwritten code because it's hard enough to make it in here. And look, my competition is CNN and Fox News and these places, and they monetize everything all the time. So why should I hold myself to a supreme standard that YouTube doesn't hold them to? YouTube is constantly promoting mainstream media. And so, you know what? I'm not going to just choose to, let them, not monetize the video. But nonetheless, now if I make a choice, and I have made that choice, Reckful's passing and things like that, I didn't monetize that. Or Stan Lee's passing, obviously that was also not. But if I make the choice to not monetize a video, is YouTube then going to put ads on it? And then am I going to have to face backlash from the community for monetizing it? Are people going to have to come out now and see, and explain themselves? Hey, this video is not monetized. I didn't monetize this video. Are they going to run ads on videos that have been, deemed unsuitable? How about a guy like Styx Hexenhammer, who has 500,000 subscribers, excellent channel, by the way, very cool dude. He purposely doesn't monetize his videos. So he's not a member of the YouTube partnership program. Now, I've often said Styx should just monetize because I believe videos that are not a part of the program actively get buried beneath ones that are, simply because, quite frankly, that's good business for YouTube. And YouTube is very, very expensive to run. YouTube as a company makes very little money from how I understand it. What it is a platform for Google to run ads. See, Google makes money with AdWords. These are the ads that you see on the Google homepage when you search for a new dishwasher or wiper blades for your car. You see paid ads. YouTube sells that ad space to advertisers and keeps that money when you click, and charges the advertiser. I'm sorry. And really, that's why they have these. That's why they have Android phones. You know what this is to Google? This is just the only thing that they care about here is selling you ads on another device. That's why they have their home devices. That's why they have all these things. It's just to expand the area in which they can run ads, because they've always had plenty of inventory, but it's about, interest, but they need more inventory, which is exactly why they lowered the threshold in the first place. And I don't have any problem whatsoever with small YouTubers being able to monetize. Go ahead. I think everyone should be able to. What I do have a problem with is YouTube not paying them. I also have major concerns with large channels that have been kicked out of the partnership program now having ads run on them, and the original and the content creator themselves not getting the right cut or their cut. It opens it up to questions like, well, did you demonetize them because you just didn't want to pay them anymore? Sure, there are people like James Charles or Shane Dawson who probably deserved it, seemingly. I don't know. But they've had controversies, I'll say. A guy like Steven Crowder. You're talking about tens of millions of views between a lot of these big channels. Is YouTube just going to run ads on it and not pay them for it? I don't think that's okay. This is very concerning to me. And look, if you're going to do this, then I feel like you should be paying the content creators their fair share, because that's the system that's in place now. This is just bad news all around. You should, if you're going to run ads on creators' videos, you should pay them. This is just the right thing to do. YouTube, I sincerely hope I'm misunderstanding this policy, but I really don't think I am. Please clarify if you're going to be running ads on like James Charles's channel and not paying him. Are you going to be running ads on somebody like Styx Hexenhammer who chooses to not be monetized? Are you going to then monetize his channel and not pay him for it? These are very, very concerning developments, and I hope to hear from YouTube soon, although I'm not optimistic. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.